Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 239. We are coming close to 100 straight episodes daily. That milestone will be achieved, I believe, next Tuesday. And I want to talk about this real quick because this should show you like what consistency does. Like when you're consistent with something, it will grow. And that's exactly what's happened with this podcast. This podcast has grown a lot over the past year. I mean, I would say past year, but the past, since, let's see here, when did I start going daily? In May. Since May, this podcast has grown a lot because it's consistent. And you should take note, when you are consistent doing something over and over and over and over again, you get a little bit better and you start to get better results. And so hopefully you can steal that consistency and start using that with your business. Now, if you haven't left a review yet, stop being lazy. Go do that. Do it right now. Stop being lazy. Now, today's episode ties in with yesterday's episode. So if you missed yesterday's episode, listen to that. All right. But the title of today's podcast is "This Guy's Site Sucks. How is he successful?" And this is a message I saw a couple of months ago. This is from a coach in our mastermind. I'm not going to say who it is, but he sent me a message and was like, "Hey, I noticed this guy's website in my city. Like his site's terrible. How is he successful? Like how is he getting all these clients?" And I sent this coach a message back. I didn't say anything. I sent him a photo. And I sent him a photo of Michael Phelps. And I've talked about this photo before, but it's such a great photo. It's Michael Phelps in his last Olympics when he's swimming. I think he's going against either South African or Australian. I can't remember. But Phelps has his eyes set on the finish line. The other dude is looking at Phelps at the very end of the race, and Phelps barely wins, right? And here's why Phelps won. He's not worried about anyone else, right? He doesn't care about what anyone else is doing. He's focused on himself. And here's how this relates to you, right? When you start thinking about what somebody else in your city is doing, that takes you away from helping kids. It's just flat out. Every second you spend thinking about, well, how is he successful? He doesn't have a good site. His marketing sucks. Well, like he's doing something right, right? If he has a lot of kids he trains, he's doing something right. He's probably doing something right that you're not doing yet. But the more time you think about him and what he's doing and how bad his website is and you're jealous, well, that takes you away from all the kids you could be helping. And here this guy is, he's not thinking about anything other than how many kids he can help. And here you are concerned about what he's doing, right? It's such a silly way to operate a business by just being overly concerned about what your competitors are doing, right? And this goes back to what this theme is this week, decision making, right? When you start to decide to look at what other people are doing in your area, you should use that as a way to learn and be like, oh, like he's doing this, cool. Like maybe I can do this better, right? You're not thinking, oh, well, I'm going to decide to devote my whole week when Ben's talking about making decisions. I'm going to decide my whole week to decide to be concerned about everyone in my city, right? That's not how we want to think here. We want to make decisions quickly and say, well, this guy's successful. Well, how can I learn from him? How can I learn from him? Instead of complaining about his website or saying that, his marketing sucks, well, let's see how we can learn. He's doing something right. This is how we need to start thinking. Because like I said in the last episode, on episode 238, I gave you a great example of like I would say the most successful coach I've ever helped who's seen the best results. Like his website sucks. And I guarantee you, if you went to his website, you'd be like, oh, well, he's not very successful. If you just base people's business based on their website, like that's a bad thing to do. And if you went to his social media, guess what? You wouldn't even find him. He doesn't leave a footprint on the internet. right? Everything he does is sales. Crushes sales over the phone. How does he do that? Well, makes connections better than anybody else I've ever seen, right? So you'd think his website would suck too, right? But somehow he manages to be successful. So here's the moral of the story here. Don't be worried about what other people are doing. Focus on you. Focus on your community. Focus on the kids you can train. Stop being sidetracked by what anyone else is doing. And again, if you have a problem with trying to be a perfectionist, go listen to yesterday's episode. That will help you. All right, that's it for today's podcast. If you want to learn how to start, grow, or scale your business, go to our website at www.buildmysportsbiz.com. That will give you a bunch of great options. My website's very easy to navigate on. If you find it hard to navigate on there, message me and I'll make it more simple. But it's very, very simple. All right, go there. You'll learn about all the different options we have. I'm here to help you. Obviously, I'm here to help you if I'm here every day. And if you have not reached out to me on Instagram, or if you haven't gone on a phone call with me yet, I seriously am starting to think there's something wrong with you. Right? Starting to think there's something wrong with you. If you haven't reached out to me, or if we haven't connected over the phone, that's my goal this year. Like, I want to connect with you so I can help you. I know these podcasts can help you and they will help you if you take action. But personally, I want to get on a phone call with you and see how I can help. And the best way to do that is by taking the steps I just provided. Go to our website. From there, figure it out. All right, I'll see you.